The Barri family is a noble family of Cambro-Norman origins which held extensive land holdings in Wales and Ireland. The founder of the family was a Norman knight, Odo, who assisted in the Norman Conquest of England during the 11th century. As reward for his military services, Odo was granted estates in Pembrokeshire and around Barri, Wales, including Barri Island just off the coast and named after the 6th century Saint Baruc.Odo's grandson, Gerald of Wales, a 12th century scholar, gives the origin of his family's name, de Barri, in his Itinerarium Cambriae. Not far from Caerdyf is a small island situated near the shore of the Severn, called Barri, from Saint Baruc. From hence a noble family of the maritime parts of South Wales, who owned this island and the adjoining estates, received the name of de Barri. Many family members later assisted in the Norman invasion of Ireland. For the family's services, King John of England awarded Philip's son, William de Barri, extensive baronies in the kingdom of South Munster, specifically the defunct Uilithain kingdom with its late seat at Castle Lyons. Ancestry.Odo de Barri was the grantee of the immense manor of Manorbier in Pembrokeshire, which included the manors of Jameston and Manorbier Newton, as well as the manors of Begelly and Penally. He built the first motte and bailey at Manorbier. His son, William Odo de Barri, is the common ancestor of the Barri family in Ireland. He rebuilt Manorbier Castle in stone and the family retained the lordship of Manorbier until the 15th century. Issue of William Odo de Barri. He had sons, Robert, Philip, Walter and Gerald by Angarad, daughter of Gerald de Windsor and Nest Furtrice. After Gerald's death, Nest's sons married her to Stephen, her husband's constable of Cardigan Castle, by whom she had another 2 sons. The eldest was Robert Fitzstephen. Robert de Barri accompanied his half-uncle Robert Fitzstephen in the Norman invasion of Ireland. He took part in the siege of Wexford and was killed at the Battle of Lismore in 1185. Philip de Barri came to Ireland in 1185 to assist his half-uncle Robert Fitzstephen and his first cousin Raymond Fitzgerald in their efforts to recover lands in the modern County Cork, the cantreds of Killed, Olethen and Muscry-Donegan. The latter counted, variously called Muscry-Donegan or O'Donegan's country, or Muscry-Try-My, was a rural deanery in the Diocese of Cloyne. It is now identified as the Barony of Orrery and Kilmore. The name Olethen is an anglicisation of the Gaelic Uilithain, which refers to the early medieval kingdom of the Uilithain. This petty kingdom encompassed most of the present barony of Barrymore and the neighbouring barony of Kinnataloon. The name Killide survives in Killedy Hills, the name of the hill country south of the city of Cork. These cantreds of baronies had been expropriated by another first cousin, Ralph Fitzstephen, the grandson of Nestor by Stephen, constable of Cardigan. Robert Fitzstephen eventually ceded these territories to Philip de Barri, his half-nephew. In 1181, King Henry II of England ennobled Robert de Barri as Baron Barry of Olethen and Iborne. On the 24th of February 1206, King John I of England confirmed William de Barri, Philip's son, in the possession of these territories and, by letters patent, conferred on him the lordships of Castle Lyons, Budvant and Barry's Court in East Cork. In 1267, King Henry II of England appointed Lord David de Barri as Chief Justice of Ireland. In 1385, King Richard II of England raised John Barry to the viscountcy as Viscount Buttevant. In 1627, King Charles I of England elevated David Barry as Earl of Barrymore. Family seat Barry's Court Castle near Carry-to-Hill was the seat of the Barry family from the 12th century until 1617, when they removed to Barrymore Castle in Castle Lyons. In 1771, the 7th Earl or Barri Castle burned to the ground. The family fortunes were subsequently dissipated by his issue, the 7th and 8th Earls. The name of the town of Budvant is believed to derive from the family's battle cry, Bute en avant, roughly translating as "kick your way through." Irish descendants. The most prominent Gaelic neighbours of the de Barrys were the McCarthy-Ray dynasty, rulers of the Principality or Petty Kingdom of Carbery. For the most part, with not a great many exceptions, the two families kept on good terms, and also regularly intermarried. The de Barrys are descended from several of the McCarthy-Ray princes through their daughters. Likewise the Barrys intermarried with the also powerful McCarthys of Muskerry. Some Barrys eventually became so Gaelicized that a paternal Gaelic lineage was found for them. They were made to descend from Foddach Canon, fifth son of the famous Lygad Macon of the Dairy na Corcu Loigd. Uí Lythane. The Uí Lythane, or sons of Lythan, whose long decayed and essentially defunct kingdom, the de Barrys by total coincidence came to occupy, are famous for having raided Britain in ancient times from the fortresses in Wales and Cornwall. Notable is the fact that the de Barry family descend maternally, through Angarad and Nestor, from the ancient Welsh Prince Cynedda, whose sons were the very Britons who ended the Uí Lythan's dominance in Wales.